Let's start with this London travel. I know Liam said he polled some players in the offseason, consulted sports science. Your thoughts going over there on a Monday night as opposed to a Thursday?
I've done both. I think, me personally, I like going over there early, kind of just less chance of maybe somebody missleeping and then having that affect them right then and there. Let's say you go over on a Thursday, you accidentally don't do the sleep right, you're definitely going to be messed up for the game. So you give yourself a little bit of a chance to recover on a Monday. And then kind of just get the practices done over there, get the lay of the land and stuff. And by the time the game's coming, it's just ready to be another game instead of having everything kind of hit you right away.
Relief that it's only one game there this year.
I love playing in London as many times as the team makes me. No, it's cool. I think it was a good camaraderie trip. The past years with two. It does. It's tough being away from your facilities and stuff, and we like to play at the bank and everything. But it was a good way to get closer to the team. So, I mean, we still have a little bit of time out there, but just make the most of it and really own it. Whatever comes up in this trip, like whoever handles the trip the best probably has a better chance of winning. So just be dialed in on our details of what we're supposed to be doing out there.
Liam said he thought having you guys together for the week before the bye week would be good for that team. How do you think? I mean, you've done this now a couple times. Have you noticed the team get more close to after spending the week together like that?
For sure. Every time, really. One of the times, I think we started a win streak after being over there in London, 1-2. I think last year we won 1 of 2, and I think that was, for the morale, a big thing, just winning one over there, the second game. Yeah, I mean, you have nothing else to do except see your friends all day, every day, your teammates, learn more about them, eat with them, everything. Instead of going home and getting time apart, you got to really become one with each other. So it's a good opportunity to really kind of feel like college again. Everybody standing in the same places and eating in the same places. I enjoy the trip, for sure.
You guys held Seattle to 60 rushing yards. What was working stopping them?
Kind of playing it 11-1, building a wall. We knew they like to bounce it a lot, try to hit the edges even on design interior plays. And actually they didn't really run many interior plays to start the game. I thought they would before they tried to hit the stretches and stuff. So really just a lot of good physical play and then hunting to the football. Multiple people hitting the guy before bringing him down, whatever we needed to keep getting to the football.
Josh said yesterday there's some similarities between the Seahawks style of offense, the Rams. What might some of those similarities be?
Just kind of how they build the formations, really, hitting the same things, and then kind of manipulating the second level with either the run to play action, hitting the strikes right over the backers' heads with the hard run, and then a little bit of the jet motion to try to gain a gap or lose a gap, have people overloaded on the wrong side. Yeah, I mean, it's a good little scheme, but it's all about communication and being in the details with alignments and stuff, and then playing football from there.
There's some crossover with what you guys run offensively too, McVay, right?
For sure.
Does that help too?
I'm hoping it does. The week just started, so as I'm watching more and more film on them, hopefully I'm able to recognize, some plays and kind of tendencies with their play calling and stuff. Obviously, they'll have their own little flavor on it, but being able to handle the offense with all these motions and shifts and stuff, and seeing how they jet motion to Y shift and everything like that for the run plays, and having seen it, you can definitely handle it.
Greg Newsome, I know he's in a different room, but just what's it been like getting to know him, seeing him kind of get added middle of the year, middle of the week?
Yeah, just keeping him, the camaraderie we're talking about, I think that's really the most important part. Just understanding our style of play, what's needed from him in that room, and then we have all the confidence in him. I know he'll make a lot of plays for us, so I'm excited for him. I've watched him a couple times, Cleveland, like they all play very hard and stuff, so I'm not worried about how he plays, just being on the same page as the safeties and, the linebackers and coverages and stuff, and then just being in the right spots. I know he's going to make a lot of plays, so I'm excited for him.
There was the question of what would things look like defensively if you guys weren't able to get turnover, and that obviously happened yesterday. So how do you feel like these guys are going to respond to that?
Yeah, I think you saw kind of towards the end of the second half, we had a whole bunch of stops right away. I think that's really the name of the game when you're not getting turnovers. Is just get the ball back to the offense as soon as possible, get off the field, and have the offense in good field position. It kind of became a field position game, trying to get them as close to the end zone as possible, not having them march down the field to have a long drive for the offense. So that's really the way to affect the game as a defense, is get off the field as soon as possible, get the ball back to the offense in better field position.
What'd you see from Ventrell?
He's at his moment. He got a lot of confidence from last year. He's credit to him for staying dialed in, understanding, all the calls and stuff, and he doesn't really skip a beat with communication and stuff, and he plays hard. He's really fast, physical, slices in the run game and stuff, so he's always been a playmaker. It's just getting more and more ops and stuff, so I'm excited to see what he can do when his name's called again.
Thanks, Foye.
Thank you, guys.
Ready for the trip to London?
Yeah, we good.
Have you made the trip before? Have you stayed the full week before?
Yeah, I went once. I think it was 2 years ago we went. Stayed for the full week, but we stayed at the Manor, not at the Grove where we're staying at this week. Supposedly it's much different, so I'm looking forward to it.
What was that like? I mean, in your experience, when you said Liam said that this would be a good bonding experience. Some of the other guys who've done the trip here said that it's really good for like the team building.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely just a week of us being together. We're in the building a lot together as it is, but then going to go to your hotel room, hang out with the guys, spend extra time like that, I think it really shows and it really pays dividends on the field when you build a relationship off the field. So I think it'll be good.
You talked extensively about the stunts and fits that they gave you guys yesterday. How do you bounce back from that, knowing that now there's tape out there?
Yeah, it's definitely a good learning experience for us. The tape's out there, so it's something that we got to work on and get back to the fundamentals and being on top of our cues with that. And it's also kind of just staying out of those positions too and clicking as an offense, not making so many mistakes so we could help each other out not being in that position as well.
Do you just flush yesterday as the aberration, and that's not who you guys obviously have been for the first 5 games, and just flush it and move on?
Yeah, I don't know. You definitely flush it at some point, but we got to look at it, take accountability for it, definitely learn and grow from it. And once those have been set in place, then I think you flush it and you move on. So watch the film today, correct the stuff that needs to be corrected, practice at it this week, and then not make the same mistakes, focus on the Rams, get better.
You talked about all the small mistakes that you guys made offensively yesterday, and it just kind of snowballed a little bit.
Yeah.
You guys had eliminated it for the Monday night game, right? So why did it come back, and what do you do to kind of fix that?
Why it came back, I'm not sure. I thought we had a good week of practice. It's just the small assignment, small detail stuff that maybe in the big moment, the big picture gets overlooked. But I think if we just focus on the small things, the big picture kind of becomes easy. We don't have to focus on the big picture. It will just come to us. But yeah, too many penalties, just kept beating ourselves. And it's hard enough to beat another NFL opponent, but if they're trying to beat us and we beat ourselves, it's too many uphill battles.
Children stepping in for Robert the last 5 quarters or so. What have you kind of seen from him?
I think he's a great player. He's a young kid, but when you talk to him, he doesn't really seem like a rookie. He doesn't talk like a rookie. He knows the offense really well, plays hard, plays tough, and first start, he's gonna get a lot of opportunities in the NFL and keep rolling, keep getting better, but he's nothing but great things to say about him. He's awesome.